Okay, so this summer, my partner, who's a contractor, got a job to build a house. And the owners of the house said we could live here for free. And I had been wishing for a place where I could splash and hammer and generally make mayhem without harming anything. And my wish was granted. So a brief studio tour. Here's the office, the boss's office. This is a work in progress. I'm working with texture and bricolage is a big part of my process. I like to put things together and fit things together more than I like to draw in the traditional sense. I don't have any traditional art training, so I'm basically self-taught, but that's kind of a misnomer because I've learned from a lot of people, poets, musicians, dancers, and visual artists included, writers. So the work table is kind of where I sketch out ideas and try things out a little bit. One thing that happened early on in my work is that I liked collage, but I realized I wanted more. What I love is the old books. I actually wanted the old books to be part of my art. So again, because of the help of my partner, who is a builder, I have made strides in learning what is needed to create the kind of work that I want to create. These are all on quite, it's called cradled board. So they're built kind of wooden boxes that can support a little extra weight and the kind of sanding and materials that I tend to like to work with. So a work like this has a ton of layers on it. This is just the beginning. These things are not glued on yet. These credit cards, this is the real use of credit cards, by the way, are just blocking out spaces on the collage. So when I peel them back, those layers will be revealed. Work with all kinds of stuff. You work with what you have. So I was gifted this environment, so I'm working with this environment and what it's allowing me to do. House paints. You know, if you can't afford regular paints, who cares? There's an artist, Bradford is one of his names, in Los Angeles, and he started making his huge pieces of work with papers, hair papers from his mother's hairstyling business. Lots of different textures here. They haven't started to get adhered yet. And when I was traveling last year, in contrast, I started to explore working on raw canvas because you can roll it up. It's very light. So that's a good example of how a practice gets adapted to environments. So I just rolled things up. I was in Mexico and mailed them back. Some of them are still in Mexico. A lot of found objects here. Stuff I found in Grandma's attic, stuff I found in the attic here. You get the idea.